Welcome everybody. How you doing? It is your long lost lovable pal, Chris, aka Mr. Moon 420. Pew 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 pew. You could do whatever sound effect you want. It could be cows or guns or Newman saying, "Hello, Jerry." It's either way, I don't give a shit. How you guys doing? It has been a little bit over a week since I've seen all of you, and I'm going to be doing another short film review for you guys. I know it's like my third in a row, but I wanted you guys to be aware of some of the shorts that are out there that may not get the same attention that a lot of big films do. Maybe this helps, maybe it doesn't matter to me, as long as I can get out and let you guys be aware. That's all that matters, isn't it? I hope it is. God, I hope it is. So the film, as I said, is a short one, and it comes from Foxtrot Production and director Emir Skalonja. He's directed such films as The Plague 2, and Confessions of a Homicidal Prostitute. That actually, I'm getting in the process of working to get it. I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. So yay! And the title of the film may make a few people cringe and just in disbelief. Just like, oh, the title is a horrible way to come off, and it's entitled Rape, Pillage, Kill, and it's scrunched into one long word. Now I'm going to probably have to tweak it for YouTube, because they're probably not the biggest fan of word rape, because it's no matter, even if there is any rape, which, to let you know in advance, the film does not contain any rape. So if you watch it, when you watch it, it's not there, so you could be like, okay, there isn't any rape going on, which is, I know for a lot of people, not on the top of their list, like stuff they want to watch, and I completely understand this. So letting you know in advance, the film does not contain any rape, so that's good news to hear. Not that it's called it, but the fact that there is anything there. Now, let's talk about the film. It basically starts off with a woman who looks disheveled, just destroyed, almost like a crack lady. She comes across this dilapidated house, and there's really no way to get in because all the windows are barred up and everything's locked up. But somehow she does get in, and she comes across the room where she just plops down, and she looks like she's ready to shoot up. But while this is happening, there's an old TV in the room, and it magically turns on by itself. We don't know how it did, but we watch what she watches. And then we see three half-naked guys that are on a couch. Two are just zonked out, and one's just scared for his life. They don't know what's going on, neither do we. We then see three women come into a room. Two are dressed up like dominatrix, and one is butt naked. Nice. They take the men one by one, torture and kill them. And through the process, there's something interesting that occurs at the very end, like, oh, okay, so this is how it is. But did it really turn out this way, or is this just a fantasy? And that kind of leaves you the question of what exactly occurred. Was this all the dream, or was this just a horrible nightmare that actually occurred and things just went really, really wrong? And in a way, that's how you have to leave the film for yourself, because you're not quite sure exactly what was the whole process of this situation. And this makes you wonder, and it makes you question a lot of things, I gotta say. Well, I gotta say, I actually enjoyed this film. I had to watch it a couple of times just to maybe understand it a little bit better, because the aspect of it made me wonder what exactly occurred. Was the purpose of it just to make you question everything? Did it make you hate for what occurred? And that's the whole aspect of a filmmaker like Emir would do. There was a good part of it that made me believe, oh, this is what may have occurred. I like to consider this as a mindfuck. Mindfucks are usually have a nice aspect of getting you to maybe question everything that you saw and not hate it. I prefer those films. Those films are fantastic because it takes you to a place that you may not want to go to, but you have to understand it for what it is. If I'm not making myself clear, That's the whole purpose of a mindfuck. I gotta say, and I asked him about this last night, there isn't a lot of torture and nasty death to it. And I asked him why. He said, because I didn't want to take away from the purpose of the film. You put torture, and a lot of torture, in your film, it would be seen as, oh, it's just torture, and there may be a story. No, he wanted to have a story and have a little bit of torture. Also, the fact that maybe having $0 for your budget doesn't help with putting it together. But I gotta say, I'm impressed with how he went about doing this film, because he could have said and done things more horribly like I've seen other directors do. And as I said, it's a zero budget film, which there can be things that go really wrong with the zero budget film. I've seen them. God, have I seen them. And I've seen ones that went really wrong with $300,000 budget. Talking about You American Backwoods. Boy, that was like cancer of a film. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about RapePillageKill. And as I said before, there is no potential rape in this film. You don't see it. And I could understand, like, okay, that's the aspect. This is what occurs. As you may want to give it a try, maybe once or twice, just to get the feel for it and get a better understanding. Now, here's the big thing about this film. It is not for sale. It's free. It's actually free online for YouTube. Description below, I will give you a link to where you could, watch the film for yourself, see what you think about it, and when you're done, let Emir know. Give him a comment. Let him know. It's like, okay, this is a pretty cool one, or it could have been better. Either way, just let him know. That way people can see more about him, because he's an interesting director, and more people should be aware of what his works are. Now, he does have other films that are for sale on his website. I will give you a link to his page and his website, and that way you can find out more about the film and other films that he has in store. I'm so looking forward to one of those films. So we're at the point of the video where it's basically time for me to say goodbye. So as I said, you should definitely check this out. It's an interesting film. Not the best thing, but it's really good for what it does and what it's trying to say. So give it a shot. And said the link for the film will be in the description below, and of course the link for Foxtrot Production will be in the description below. That way you can check out the website and see what they're selling, because the prices are actually pretty cheap for the films. Give it a shot. Of course, I'm on Facebook, so if you want to speak to a guy that looks like Mr. Newman, like Newman from Seinfeld, or Peter Griffin, I'm on Facebook as well. And if you have any questions, because that's basically the best place to get in contact with me, I'll be there. Okay, guys, so this is something. Next video I'm going to be doing is something I haven't done in a long time. The shout out video. It's been fucking years since I've done that. I want to do that because there's some channels out there that really think deserve it, and that'll be coming next week. Guys, I love you. You're fucking amazing. You're all the reason I've gotten past 2,100 subscribers, which is fucking astounding. I will talk to you later. You all fucking rock. Until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and don't drink the Kool-Aid. See ya.